How do you feel your game needs to improve in order to reach that potential?
There's a couple things. Just being more strategic with where I should be placing the ball. As a professional, you do need to learn how to conserve your energy. So grinding week in, week out is very tiring, and you kind of need to understand, hey, put the ball in the right places so you don't have to be grinding week in, week out. But on top of that, we can always work on wedge game. We can always work on short game, bunker, putting. Putting is a huge, huge thing, and being able to put the ball next to the hole rather than always grinding for a 4-footer or 5-footer for par is part of that conservation of energy. So this is just a couple things that a professional has to do to be able to be more consistent, and the schedule is pretty overbearing, so you're going to have to be working a lot in between. So being more efficient is very important.
What's your favorite hole out here and why?
Favorite hole? I would say the iconic 7th hole, obviously. But I actually think number 4. Number 4 is just such a pretty hole, and I love that hole so much. It was in the Carmel Cup, but we saw a dog trying to chase a seal for like good 40 minutes, and especially on 4, 5, and 6, that's where everyone's waiting for a lot of shots. There's a lot of wait time there, so we were just watching an owner screaming at its dog and just trying to get that dog to come back. So a lot of good memories on that hole, and it helps that I was birdieing in between. So.
Back left, Anthony.
Hi, Rose. Tomorrow you're playing a practice round with Kelly and Sadie. Just what does it mean to you to be able to share this with your former teammates as they prepare to play in their first U.S. Open?
It's so incredible. I actually played with them yesterday, too. I played with them yesterday and also played with an upcoming rising junior star, Angela Zhang, and it's been really cool just to be with them. The dynamic has been as it has always been. There's no change in anything. They're stellar players. I can see their games being just so amazing, so solid. I'm excited for what they're going to do this week, but we've been cracking jokes the entire time, just talking about our life dynamics and a lot of different things. So it's just been a very easygoing kind of practice round, and we've been getting our work in as well.
You're also playing with Annika. Is there anything you hope to take away from that experience?
Oh, 100%. Annika has always been such a great role model for younger generations, for even the golfers out here on how they should, work to invest in their lives after golf. And she's been such a pivotal person for the entire game. I think that just being able to talk to her or walk inside the ropes with her and kind of just gain some sort of advice. I think just being alongside of her, you can learn a lot. And I remember back in, when I was playing the ANA Junior Inspiration, she would have these little talking sessions with the juniors, and I was able to really ask her one question, which was, how do you prevent burnout, essentially, and how do you prevent yourself from losing your identity in the game? And she's always said to smell the roses, and that was one of her favorite lines, and even to this day. So, she's just such a great person to talk to when it comes to the longevity of her career.
2 more, Doug.
Rose, it would seem the attention has kind of snowballed from maybe start of the year through Augusta, the NCAAs, and winning, et cetera. Have you found yourself comfortable with the attention, and how have you been received by the LPGA players who see all this attention heaped on you?
Yeah, I would say, Comfort would be a little bit of a stretch. It's still very new, but I will say I'm just taking everything in my stride. I've been having a great time, and I feel like the platform that I've been given has been really, really incredible. So I haven't been taking anything for granted. And apart from the LPGA pros, I just received so much support, and everyone in the locker rooms have been super kind to me. So there's absolutely no bad blood there. I've just been really thankful that they've welcomed me to the tour. They've just been saying welcome, congratulations, and I'm excited to just spend time with you for the rest of the season. And that really provides me a lot of comfort because everyone's just so great, and I've really appreciated their support and just genuine appreciation for what I've been doing. So it's been really cool.
And then on expectations, actually the word you used I thought was better was anticipation. As you're getting ready to turn pro, surely you thought about what could happen, how you respond to it, preparing that way. What were you anticipating? Maybe a worst case, best case scenario.
Okay. Worst case scenario would probably be me not knowing how to play golf and shooting in the 80s on my pro debut. And then, or maybe duffing a shot, being the worst shot of all time. That's kind of what I was thinking, worst case scenario. But I think in general, I never really thought about a best case scenario. It was more so just trying to hit that ball, like just get it up in the air, hit it in the fairway, hit it on the green, and do your own thing. So I genuinely have not thought about what place I should have finished, because even though I was an amateur and I played a lot of professional events and I've made cuts, etc., it's still different once you're on tour, because you have to adjust to the tour life, you have to adjust to media, you have different obligations. So being able to figure out what I should be doing inside the ropes definitely adds a different dynamic to when you're playing, and that's why I haven't expected much out of me in terms of what I should be placing or how I should perform.